Welcome back, everyone, to Chapter 9, Section 4, Multiplying by Tenths, Hundredths, and Thousandths. So we're going to now do the multiplication similar to how we've done it in the past. But today, I'm going to be using the digits as opposed to the base 10 blocks. However, for a question like this, you are completely welcome to use the base 10 blocks. So let's see if we can go through these. A is asking what is 15 rods if each is 0.1 meters long, and what is our answer in meters? So if we have 15 of these rods and they're each 0.1 meters long, we could do 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1, etc. 15 times. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to take 15 groups of 0.1. In other words, 15 times 0.1. And we can show that in many different ways, but I'm going to show you by saying if this is 15, that's 1 10 and 5 ones, and I'll just center this. So we're all centered. So this is like saying 1 10 and 15 ones and 0 tenths. So each one rod being 0.1 meters means that it's definitely going to be less than 15 meters. And how do we know that? Because if it's 15 rods at 1 meter each, it would be 15 meters. But 0.1 is 1/10 of 1. So we know that our answer will be 1/10 of this. So let's take our tens column here. What is 1/10 of 10? Well, that would be 1. What is 1/10 of 5 in 5 ones? That would be 5 tenths. And what is 1/10 of 0 tenths? That would be 0. So our answer here is 1.5 meters. 15 rods, and each at 0.1 meters long is 1.5 meters. If we had used the, as we did in section 9.3, if we had used the base 10 blocks, I could have made 15 of my 0.1s and then regrouped them to take 10 of the tenths to make a 1 and left with 5 tenths. The answer would still be 1.5. Let's try another one. We have 27 cubes, each of them 0.01 meters long. This 1 is in the hundredth column. So I'm going to write 27 cubes as 2 tens and 7 ones. So I've rewritten my 27 cubes as 2 tens, 7 ones. But now we're being asked to do 27 times 0.01. So my 2, if I take a 100th of my 2, we know that the 10th of the 2 would be 2 ones, but we don't want a 10th of 2. We want 100th of 2. So we're going to move it over twice into this column. So it's 2 tenths. My 2 tens, when we multiply it by 0.01, becomes 2 tenths. My 7 ones, we're multiplying it by 0.01. We move it over 2 columns and it becomes 7 hundredths. So our answer here in meters would be 0.27 meters. And that's how we do that one. And we have one more. 345 sticks, and each stick is 0.001 kilometers long, and we want our answers in kilometers. So let's rewrite our 345 sticks as 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 5 ones. But now we're multiplying it by 0.001. In other words, 1,000th. So we're going to multiply by 0.001. Let's take our 3, multiply it by 0.001 by the thousandths. So here we're multiplying it by tenths, multiplying it by hundredths, multiplying it by thousandths. It ends up in this column. Multiplying the 4 by thousandths, we move over to the right 3 columns, and it's 4. hundredths, and 5 multiplying it by thousandths brings us over 3 columns. And our answer in kilometers is 0.345 kilometers. So to recap, when you multiply by 0.1, all the numbers shift over to the right, one column. When you multiply it by 0.001, all the digits shift to the right by 2 columns. And when you're multiplying it by 0.001, all the digits move to the right by 3 columns. So that's how we're multiplying it by those 0.1, 0.01, and 0.001. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.